So to get you started, this is just a very basic primer today. We're going to do a little play along track, but if you want to go really in depth, we're going to do all this on the website coming up, where we're going to do the full lesson. We're going to do like we did with the spider exercise and do a whole routine, okay? So let's start off and just get our left hand doing some hammer-ons and pull-offs. We'll just go 3rd string, 7th fret, 9th fret. So we'll go like... Okay, that'll be our fretting hand's job. Our picking hand that's going to reach up and tap now, what we're going to do is we're going to tap with our middle finger on the 12th fret, same string, and we're just going to create this ascending and descending motion. So let's just get that started. That shouldn't be too crazy for you if you've done any tapping in the past, okay? Here's where it starts to feel awkward. When we start to want to add the ring finger, we're going to add it to the 14th fret of the same string. So we're just going in a straight line. And I want to see if you could just do this real slow, getting up and then back down. So we're going to hammer on the way up, pull off on the way down. A good way to get this started, take your middle finger, pluck the string to get it started. Because you don't want to just hammer out of nowhere most of the time. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to have that 7th fret fretted. We're going to use our middle finger of the tapping hand to do a pluck to get us started. Here we go. All right, so just get a slow motion happening and bring it up over time, okay? You don't have to go super fast right away. It's really important that you just get it even and you really are able to snap your fingers up. And that snappiness is what's going to result in good rhythm in the future. Because this play along we're going to do today has a lot of rhythmic aspects you really have to follow. It's all double bass, so you got to follow the double bass with your fingers. Okay, the next thing we're going to have to worry about now is our pinky, because the pinky of the picking hand is usually pretty weak. It barely ever gets used. If anything, it sometimes bridges on the guitar, but barely do you use it for anything. So we need to strengthen it a little bit. So what you want to do is you want to just go for it at first. You're going to miss the string a lot. There's going to be a lot of frustration. Fingers are going to hurt quite a bit for the next couple days. Just got to warn you. Let's go ahead and move on to another area, though, to get the pinky involved here. What I want you to try to do, this is a little more tricky. We're going to go to the 2nd string, and we're going to go 8th fret, 10th fret. We're staying in the E minor pentatonic world, okay? Just so you know. So those are going to be our 2 notes on that string. This time, our tapping fingers are going to be middle finger on the 12th fret of the 2nd string, and then your pinky is going to hit the 15th fret. So it's going to look like that. So like I said, kind of tricky, but let's start off slow and see if we can get it started. Okay, and I like to exaggerate at first and really hammer down hard just to really send a signal to my brain, and then later you can lighten up a bit and make it smooth. All right, now that we have that down over time, you're going to want to start to do this backing track. So check out the tab. I'm going to do this slow first, and then we're going to do a little bit of a faster version of it, okay? So here's how it sounds. Okay, I hate to say this, but you really do have to train your fingers like a robot. So I did a whole video on this, the robot technique, where everything's very mechanical and you're just hammering down real hard. You're going to find out a good way to keep up with these backing tracks and to stay in time is for your right hand to play like a drummer. So it has to be da-da-da-da-da-da-da, real tight. Your left hand should be a little bit better at it if you're used to doing legato type stuff, if you're a little more intermediate to advanced guitar player. Okay, let's do a faster version of it so you can hear what it sounds like when it gets a little more sped up. Okay, hopefully you can add this technique to your playing. Like I said, it's very practical. You know, you're using your pick, then you can reach over, do the technique, go back to picking. So let me know how it works out if you're able to incorporate that into what you do, and we'll catch you at the next lesson. Thanks. Bye.